Let me look at this real quick. Am I the asshole for telling my brother and SIL? What is SIL? Sister-in-law. Am I the asshole for telling my brother and sister-in-law if I want to take my nephew out for ice cream, then I will? My 9-year-old son goes to the same summer camp as my 8-year-old nephew. They're like brothers. Usually, my sister-in-law picks up my nephew, and I pick up my son at different times. Today, I went to pick up my son, and I was craving ice cream, blended mocha, so I asked my son if he wanted to go to the coffee shop for ice cream. He said yes. Then my nephew said he wanted to come too. I said okay. I texted my sister-in-law that I was taking both the boys with me for a play date, and she can pick up my nephew from my house. I live across the street from the park where they have camp. Apparently, she didn't read her text messages that my brother was going to pick up my nephew. That led to a bunch of chaos where my brother and sister-in-law said I took their son without permission. I said check your text next time because I was taking them out for ice cream. They said I still had no right to take him. I said apparently I do since they added me on the take-home list. Furthermore, if I want to take my nephew for ice cream, then I will. Like I said, he's more like a son than a nephew because he and my son are super tight. I'd have no issue with either of them taking my kid for ice cream, and I actually check my texts, which makes me more responsible than the two of them. I asked my sister-in-law what was so important that she'd ignore her text, and she didn't reply. Then I told my brother that he ought to check her phone. They got bigger issues than fighting me over ice cream cones. I don't think this guy's the asshole at all. Am I bugging? I don't think this guy's an asshole in any way. Literal Reddit story. I'm waiting for this money to hit this, by the way. Tokyo, get these weirdos the fuck out of my stream, bro. Bro just wrote low stop fake caring. Dude, you're fucking creepy, bro. This is what I mean. I try to do new shit. And there's just these haters who sit here and hate on every single idea, bro. Everything. We had like 12,000 people watching us drink waters, bro. But dudes are in the chat going, L, bro, fucking lame idea. No one cares. Yeah, motherfucker, there were 12,000 people watching. You fucking loser, bro. Sit here and hate on everything. It's not gonna make you happy, bro. It's not gonna make you happy in life. You want to sit here and shit on every idea. Yesterday, when I went to play the movie, when everyone was saying movie night, I went to play the movie, Place Beyond the Pines. At the end of the movie, everyone fucking loved it, bro. Okay? Everyone loved it. Then, before the movie played, people were spamming L, shit movie, ass movie, right? And then I see today, people were putting, sometimes I go on the Twitter community thing and update people and just see what people are saying. There were dudes in here complaining about the movies. They're like, oh, dude, am I the only one that hates movie night? Dude, fuck this. Dudes are in there fucking complaining. Bro, this is weirdo behavior, bro. And nothing backs up what you're saying. There were fucking 12,000 people watching the water tier list. Nothing's backing you up, bruh. You got no numbers to back you up. This is why people love to talk shit when, like, let's say I'm doing something where I'm like just gambling or doing a day stream or just doing some shit. People come in here and be like, oh, dude, L fell off. Like, they love to do that. They love to say that shit, bro. All right, let's see. Am I the asshole for deleting celebrity nudes from my roommate's phone because they kept talking about leaking them? My roommate used to hook up with someone a few years ago, and that someone has since gone to become a celebrity. Roommate still has nude photos of this person saved on their phone from back in those days, and likes to show them to people as proof while bragging about having hooked up with this person. Last week, roommate had their phone out and was showing the nudes off to somebody. And during the resulting conversation, everyone started talking about how the celebrity has never done a nude performance, photo shoot, etc. And so basically, roommate has the only known nude photos of this person in existence. For the next couple of days after that, roommate kept mentioning off and on that they could probably make a lot of money. They sold their photos. I kept telling roommate that they definitely shouldn't do that because it was basically revenge porn. And the roommate kept saying that they wouldn't actually do it, but then bring it up again later. I didn't like how much roommate was talking about this and was concerned that they were actually going to leak this person's nudes. Finally, the day before yesterday, after the roommate mentioned it again, I asked if I could see their phone to do something. When they gave it to me, I deleted the photos. The roommate later noticed that the nudes were gone from the album and flipped shit on me for deleting them, saying it was none of my business because it's not like the situation would affect my life. It also turned out not to matter. Also turned out not to matter because apparently roommate also has the nudes backed up someplace else. So all I did was cause a fight. Roommate has not spoken to me all day yesterday and this morning is still mad at me for getting into their phone. I still completely thought I was in the right, but when I complained to my friends, a couple of them said that I really should have just stayed out of it, blah, blah, blah. Am I the asshole? So I would say you're partially an asshole. Because why are you going, I get it. Like, you're like, oh, I don't think they should leak them. But, like, don't go into my phone, bro. Don't go on my phone. Don't go through my phone. Don't delete things. Again, stay out of it. I know you think you're doing the right thing. I don't know. I'm mixed on that one. It's kind of like, You go through my phone, we catch in hands. Low key. What is this? Am I the asshole for not wanting to play a game my girlfriend created? My 27-year-old girlfriend, okay, so I'm 27, my girl was 24, has been working on a visual novel game as a side project for almost 2 years and recently finished it. She wanted me to play it, but I initially declined since I'm not into visual novels or reading long stories. But after she begged, I gave it a try and played for a good 15 minutes. Now I can tell she put in a lot of effort in the writing and the art, and it was a good start, but I just got tired of reading and stopped. She asked what I thought and wanted me to eventually finish it and tell her what I thought about the choices and the endings, but I told her I had no plans to. She looked shocked and asked if it was boring. I told her no, it's just that I'm not into this type of genre, and she knows I'm not into reading, but asked me to make an exception this time. I got upset because I think she's being childish and wants to blackmail me into doing something I don't want to. After I made it clear I wasn't continuing, she hasn't talked to me. I already know that she is talented and smart, so just because I don't want to play it doesn't mean I don't support her. Some of my friends agree she's being immature, but others think I should be more supportive. Am I the asshole? So this is another yes and no thing, right? Obviously, you're entitled to your opinion on what you like, whatever. But at the same time, bro, you don't have to be like, I'm not doing this. I'm not finishing this. Dude, fucking bullshit it, bro. Fucking skim through the shit, dude. You know what I mean? Just click through the game, go through it. Be like, oh, I've really liked it. Kind of if you care, kind of bullshit a little bit, It'll make her feel better, right? And that's it. You don't have to just be sitting here fucking, actually reading every fucking line of the shit, bro. Where's his bread at? Shit is still not hit. She spent 2 years at least fake enjoy it. Exactly. Don't do it for 15 minutes and be like, yeah, I have no plans of finishing. All right, bro. You're cool, bro. Wait, there's 8.6 million people on the subreddit, and 46,000 of them are live right now. On. That's crazy. What is this? Oh, this one's long as fuck. Am I the asshole for telling my niece to stay away from my kids? This screams helicopter dad or even AH. What is AH? The fuck is AH? Attention? No. Asshole? Asshole horny? Or even asshole, but here I am regardless. And please, if you have any idea of what it sounds like my son might have, please, please, please let me know in the comments. His doctor won't evaluate him without going through the school when school's over. My wife and I have my niece 10 every day from 6 a.m. to 4 p.m. while her mother sleeps from working the overnight. We have 2 kids, 12 and 6. A 12-year-old girl, 6-year-old boy. Okay. I gotta get used to these Reddit terms, bro. I'm not used to these shits. Now, as you've gathered, my son has issues. He's so quick to anger, like he has absolutely no emotional regulation whatsoever. He's off the walls entirely. He's always running, jumping, climbing on things, hiding under things, making animal noises like dinosaurs, etc. Even if he's on his tablet, he will be super involved with his tablet, the only thing that keeps him calm, but he will make squawking or screeching sounds randomly. I like stimming, I guess, but like even if he is having a fantastic day, all it takes is one super minor trigger and all bets are off. My wife is a fantastic mom. She can usually calm him with no problem, but my niece is absolutely a trigger. She purposely makes him feel like he isn't included or she doesn't want him around, but she will make sure to manipulate my daughter into not including her brother too. It's been causing one too many freakouts. Yesterday, I absolutely had enough because I have openly told my niece to cut the shit on more than one occasion, and she won't. She will wait until I walk away to start shit talking to my daughter, and then will get an attitude and start bossing my daughter around and still not include my son at all. My daughter is sweet as peach without this girl around, and there's no issues usually, but yesterday my niece wouldn't stop, so I told her to stay away from my kids. I told her to go play by herself. I told my sister what happened when she picked her kid up, and she was pissed at me because it's not my kid's fault that she can't tolerate your son and his behaviors. You're putting too much on her. I told her that it's one thing to not have tolerance, and it's a completely separate issue when it comes to being a bully asshole. She said I can no longer watch her kid, good, but now my family is ganging up on me. Also, my daughter doesn't like my niece, nor does she want to hang out with her. She's asked me several times to not have my niece here. But even if she did, that has nothing to do with my post. Please stick to the question. Maybe I should have clarified more. My son does not even need to be near my niece. She has gone out of her way several times to go to him while he's on his tablet on the couch to poke at him and cause tension. My son does have issues, and he's not always causing them. You're not the asshole at all, bro. At the end of the day, what it comes down to is I'm putting my kid above anyone else's kid. That's it. And if you've explained to the niece, like, listen, stop fucking with him, stop being an asshole, stop doing this, and she continues doing this, and now she's influencing my other kid, fuck that. Fuck my niece. I'm done with her, bro. I'm not watching her anymore. I'm telling her it's not working out. Shit is not working out. So, are you the asshole? No. No, you're not. Because at the end of the day, it's your kid first. Why have I still not got this money? I literally sent it how long ago? 3:05 a.m. Yeah, I sent it. Alright. Oh. Anyway. Wait, Tram said that I'm a really good reader. What? What's a BIL? brother-in-law. Let's see what this is. My sister-in-law, husband's sister, 29, and her husband, 34, rent out our basement currently. They have the entire basement to themselves with the expectation of my laundry area, with the exception of my laundry area. They pay $450 a month to be here, and 9 out of 10 times they eat their meals with us as well. They chip in very little to food costs, however. They ran into hard times and needed somewhere to go 2 months ago, and we opened our doors to them. Despite me being ready to pop, I had my daughter 2 weeks ago. Since they moved in, my sister-in-law will sleep all day. She works overnight shifts, and my brother-in-law will come upstairs to my living room around 5, 6 a.m. and take over the entire space. He will put TV on and then sit there with his laptop playing video games, and he will not leave that living room at all until 8, 9 p.m. My sister-in-law even brings his food to him in the living room. The only time he gets up is to go to the bathroom or get himself coffee. Now, he's very much so a 50s style Southern boy. This man does not lift a finger at all, and he's never so much as boiled water because that's a woman's job. He doesn't pull that shit with me, but he does with it when it comes to my sister-in-law, who works all day, and he is unemployed due to a back injury. First of all, before I even finish this, you're not an asshole at all. This guy's a fucking asshole. You don't take over someone's living room, bro. You don't do that. You don't take over that space if you're a guest. You don't do it. You don't do it. Stay in the basement. And, I'll tell you this too. At my parents' house, my parents opened their doors to my dad's parents, my grandpa, since then, R.I.P. But he did move in with my grandma and my aunt, okay? They moved in, right? They lived there. Now, my grandma and my aunt still live there. Dude, not one time have they ever come from the basement and taken over and started watching TV in the living room. Never. They watch TV in the basement. That's it. They know, listen, we're not going to intrude on family time or just, it's your house. So someone who doesn't understand this, first of all, again though, you as it's your house, whatever, you have to lay down the law though. You gotta lay the law down. Right? If you're not comfortable with something, it's your own house, you gotta say that shit. You gotta say it. If you let shit go on too long, they think it's normal. You gotta be like, listen, stay in the basement. If you want help, I can find, if you can't afford a TV or if there's not, I'll help you figure out a situation down there, but you can't come up here. You can't come up here. Anyways, I breastfed my daughter and I refuse to be limited to my own space, so I'll absolutely go in the living room and nurse my child. I make sure I'm not exposed. Damn near every time I go to nurse, he'll be like, I don't want to see that shit. Think Southern hillbilly accent. Or when my husband gets home, he will say, she's trying to whip her boobies out in my face again. And I'm honestly so fed up and disgusted with him that I snapped and told him he's not welcome in my living room at all anymore, and he can sit his stupid ass down in the area his wife pays for. Sister-in-law is trying to get me to change his mind. Sister-in-law is trying to get me to change his mind because they don't have a TV down there, and the plug in doesn't reach his laptop, and is sitting on the bed all day, and it hurts his back, but I refuse. I don't care how much discomfort it causes him. He grosses me out, and his face makes me want to vomit, and he needs to stay away from me completely. My husband is on my side, per usual, but it's causing issues for my sister-in-law because her husband's just a dick in general. Am I the asshole? Again. You're not the asshole, okay? It's your house, your rules. You're open the door for them. You're helping them out. You're not an asshole, okay? I'm curious. Some people in the chat are saying she is. I'm curious why you're saying that. Because what right does that guy have to go sit in the living room for fucking 12 hours, bro? He's injured? Dude, it's not an excuse to be an asshole, bro. It's not an excuse. Let's see what this is. Am I the asshole for asking my girlfriend to not take so many photos when we're out together? So they're both 24. My girlfriend recently became interested in photography after being gifted a camera. At first, I thought it was great that she found a new hobby and was supportive of it, but things have gotten a bit much. Whenever we go out somewhere, she brings her camera and stops every minute to take photos of flowers, people's houses, street lamps, rubbish, literally anything. It gets annoying because I always have to wait for her to stop taking photos. Or if I walk on, eventually she acts like she doesn't even notice and makes no effort to walk alongside me. It's also pretty embarrassing when she stood outside someone's house for 5 minutes trying to get the perfect shot. Like, if someone did that outside my house, I'd find it creepy. I think they were planning a robbery. She also is trying out street photography where you take candid shots of people. I understand it's a legitimate type of photography, but it makes me uncomfortable when she takes photos of random strangers when she's with me. She's not very discreet about it, and when I ask if she's concerned about people knowing she's taking their photo, she just says she's legally allowed to do so. That may be so, but I find it a bit rude or weird to do it without their permission, especially when she posts the photos on an Instagram account. I told my girlfriend what I thought the other day because I just wanted to run errands with her without always stopping so she could take photos. I told her there's nothing wrong with her hobby, but it's getting a bit annoying when we're out together. She got really upset, saying she's found something she's passionate about and wishes I took more of an interest. She also thought I was mocking her, which wasn't my intention. She's being withdrawn and distant. I feel I was a bit harsh, but I don't want to stop her from doing something she enjoys. Am I an unsupportive asshole? So, I mean, you're not an asshole. I don't think that's the right word. You're not an asshole. And I wouldn't say that she's an asshole. You know, it's something she likes, something she wants to do, and she's enjoying it, which is fine, bro. Go ahead and do that. But I don't need to be involved in it, though. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to slow down. Like, you're not going to hold me back because of something that you like to do. I don't like to do it, right? You like to do it. So, if you're going to do it, maybe do it on your own time. Like, if we're going out and we're going together, you know, like we're going on a date or we're going out to eat or whatever it is, right? That's our time to be together, spend time together, whatever. It's the same thing as like if you were on your phone. It's the same thing. It's a distraction, and it's something where it's like your attention is away from me, and you know, why are we even here together? Why didn't you just go alone then? You know what I mean? So I don't think anyone's an asshole here. I just think that, you know, it needs to be like, hey, listen, are you going to take pictures right now, or are we going to chill? I think, you know, I think that's reasonable. Yo. Dude, this is taking forever. 3:05 a.m., dude. It's been almost 30 minutes. Wait, what is this one? Am I the asshole for refusing to return home from college after my parents pranked me with a situation involving my cat? This is a 19-year-old girl. I'm a student in college. I moved away immediately from home at 18 into college dorms. My college is only about 2 hours away, but in a different state. I usually come visit my parents every weekend if I'm not working, and I come home for the summers. Here's some background on my cat, Lucky. Lucky was a feral cat I rescued from our very wooded backyard, and I instantly grew attached to him. One of the hardest things I had to do was leave him while I went off to college, but I knew it was best for him as he had already adjusted to my house and other animals inside my house. Here's where the story starts. I was heading home on my 2-hour trek this weekend, and as I walked into my house, I instantly called for my cat Lucky. He usually comes running to me after entering the door, but today he did not do that. I looked quite literally everywhere. All of his favorite hiding places, his cat trees, my bed, literally everywhere. I then asked went to my parents where he may be. That's where I met my parents at the kitchen table, looking upset and very guilty. Instantly, I asked what was wrong, what happened, if everyone was okay, etc. My parents then proceeded to tell me that my cat Lucky has died earlier this week. Appalled, I asked why they had not called me, texted me, or even made a mention at any point. They told me it was a very hard conversation to have over the phone and that they didn't want to disrupt me during my busy season. Instantly, I was upset and ended up bawling while yelling at them. I was seriously so upset, especially because they know I would have dropped anything I was doing to drive home and see him in his last few days. After I calmed down a bit, I asked what he had died of, and all they said was old age, and they did not do an autopsy. That confused me because my cat was only 6 years old, and he hadn't had any previous health issues or concerns. Slowly, I tried to accept the fact that he was gone, but then I asked the most important question: did they cremate him? My parents knew I want him cremated so I could have a type of jewelry made, or just some type of memorial. It was very important to me that they listen to my wishes, but that idea went completely downhill when my parents looked at each other, then looked at me and shook their heads. Now this would have threw me over the edge, but as I went to leave out of anger, they yelled that it was just a joke and he's still here. Instead of walking back to them, I just walked out. As I went to drive around, I got abundance of texts from both of my parents asking to come home. They now are saying that I am petty and being soft. What do I do now? Am I the asshole for ghosting my parents and not coming home? Dude. Holy shit. See, dude, this is me as a parent. Like, I'm gonna fuck with my kid. Like, these are cool parents, dude. Anyone with a sense of humor like this, and this is like some dark humor shit, this is fire, bro. So yeah, you kind of are the asshole. Listen, you can storm off and be upset about it, but come back. Don't fucking just leave and just don't answer anyone, like, you know? So, you're kind of the asshole. Yes, was it too far? But was it funny, though? And saying, dude, I even think, too, they're not even appreciating the humor behind it. She was like, how did he die? They're like, of old age. The cat was 6. And you still cried. You're kind of a dumbass. You're kind of stupid. Holy shit. So no, the parent, you are the asshole. Matter of fact, you're just an asshole. Oh, fuck. Not the a-hole? What does this mean? Not the a-hole. WIBTA. What is this? Will I be the asshole? This is too long. Okay. Will I be the asshole for not inviting my parents or siblings to my wedding after what they said? Actually, wait, this might be interesting. My fiance and I are planning our dream wedding, but I want to keep it small. From the get-go, my fiance and I both said that we do not want any children at our wedding due to number of reasons. One, we want to get married in the bush somewhere where wild animals roam freely. The age limit is 16 up. This is non-negotiable because small children are at risk. We both know... Wait, the bush, where is this at? We both know from personal experiences that one person always ends up looking after the children and do not enjoy the wedding. We want to have just adults at our wedding so that we can celebrate the day properly. So off the rip right there, before I read any more, I think if it's your wedding, you can make that decision. But at the same time, that's kind of a weird request because, like, what do you say? Like, you're like, oh, hey, like, only adults are allowed? I mean, do people do that? I don't know.